This is the Sharp SMD2489ES Smart Microwave Drawer Oven, and I've lived with it long enough to share what actually matters day to day. I installed it as part of a modern kitchen refresh because I wanted the counter cleared and the look as clean as possible. From my experience, this model nails the design brief. The face is edge-to-edge black glass. The stainless trim lines up with cabinetry, and there's no handle sticking out. When the concealed control panel flips down at an angle, it's easy to see and simple to tap. Close it, and the front turns back into a quiet, seamless surface. If you care about the kitchen looking like one continuous piece of furniture, this fits right in. Key features that won me over were the flush mount install, the motion-based Easy Wave Open, and the Alexa support. Flush mount means the front sits even with your cabinet doors, and the built-in airflow lets you do that without buying an extra trim kit. It looks custom and high-end. The drawer itself glides in and out smoothly, which is great when you've got a coffee mug or a bowl of soup and don't want it sloshing. The capacity is 1.2 cubic feet, enough for a 4-quart casserole or a tall travel mug. Power is 950 watts. That's the output that drives how fast it heats. Some microwaves are higher, so you might need a touch more time here compared to a 1000 watt plus model. There's no turntable, so the floor is flat and easy to clean. Heat comes from above and is spread around by the machine, which means you can place rectangular dishes without that awkward spinning dance. The smart part is real. It connects to Wi-Fi, and the Sharp Kitchen app lets me send cook times and power levels from my phone, save favorite routines, and quickly pick sensor programs. Sensor Cook and Sensor Reheat use built-in humidity sensing to adjust time automatically for things like vegetables, potatoes, and leftovers. With Alexa, I use plain speech like, "Alexa, defrost 1 pound of chicken," and the oven picks the right program. In my opinion, the voice features are handy on busy nights when I'm juggling cutting boards and pans. There is a limitation that tripped me up. Voice can open the drawer, but it can't close it. It sounds small, but if you're carrying a dish, it breaks the hands-free flow. Day to day, the drawer format changes how you use a microwave in a good way. I can set a heavy baking dish straight down instead of reaching up and over a door. The gliding close is gentle and keeps liquids from splashing. The angled control panel is easier to read from a standing position. I like that the front stays clutter-free when I'm not using it. It does a nice job on sensor reheat for pasta, rice, and vegetables, and it melts butter and chocolate without hot spots. For defrosting meat by weight, it's consistent once you learn the programs. It's perfect for anyone who wants the microwave out of the sightline and prefers a built-in that looks intentional, not like an add-on. There are quirks. The Easy Wave Open motion sensor was too sensitive for my kitchen. It triggered a few times while I was prepping nearby, and once when a pet brushed the cabinet. I turned it off in settings, and the drawer still opens with a tap on the button or a gentle nudge to close. The control panel layout could be better. The open-close button sits close to start, and I've tapped the wrong one more than I care to admit. When you're in a rush, that small mistap is annoying. Also, it's louder than my older countertop microwave, both the fan sound and the general hum. Not crazy loud, just noticeable. Let's talk heat performance. Without a turntable, the flat floor is great, but it relies on top energy distribution to cover the whole dish. For many foods, it's even. For dense leftovers in deep bowls, I sometimes add a stir halfway, and that fixes any cool spots. The 950 watt output is fine for most tasks, but I often add 15 to 30 seconds compared to recipes written for 1100 watt models. If you're used to a very powerful microwave, expect a small adjustment. Installation was straightforward in a 24-inch space. If you're mounting it proud of the cabinet face, be aware the sides are not as pretty as the front. Flush mount is where it shines. The unit is about 74 pounds, so get help to lift and slide it into the cabinet. It's 120 volt, standard household power. I paired it with a wall oven above and liked how clean everything looked together. Here's where my experience gets mixed. For the first 2 years, it ran flawlessly. The drawer motion stayed smooth, the app connection was stable, and the cooking was predictable. Then my control panel stopped responding one morning. A service visit pointed to a failed board. The tech mentioned he'd seen a few panels go bad and hinted at a weak batch of electronics. I've also seen reports from other owners about similar failures, plus a couple of scary stories about sparking. I can't verify every story, but my own failure was real and frustrating for an appliance at this price. After the repair, it worked again, but that experience stuck with me. From my experience, reliability is the question mark hanging over an otherwise sleek design. Even with that, I still like using a drawer microwave more than a traditional door model. It's safer to load heavy dishes, and it keeps the counter clear. The app favorites are helpful for routine tasks like oatmeal or reheating coffee. The sensor programs are solid once you know which ones you use most. And the minimalist face really does transform the look of a kitchen. When the panel is closed, it just disappears into the cabinet line. If design is your priority, this is one of the best looking options. I'd recommend this for homeowners planning a modern kitchen who care about a flush, handleless look, and for anyone who wants smarter controls and easier access at waist height. It's also good for people who rarely need ultra-high power and would rather have simplicity, space savings, and a premium appearance. If your top priority is raw speed, or if you're very sensitive to reliability risks, weigh that carefully. Consider an extended warranty if you go this route. Keep the motion sensor tuned or off if your kitchen is busy with kids and pets. And give yourself a week to build the muscle memory around the control panel so you don't keep hitting open instead of start. In my opinion, this model succeeds on form and convenience, offers thoughtful smart features, and brings a professional vibe to a home kitchen. The trade-offs are the touchy motion sensor, a slightly louder sound profile, and the possibility of electronic hiccups over time. If you can accept those risks and you value the look, it's a lovely addition. If reliability, peace of mind ranks number one for you, do your homework, read recent owner feedback, and budget for service coverage. In conclusion, the Sharp SMD2489ES is a stylish, capable microwave drawer that elevates the kitchen and simplifies loading. It's perfect for design-first remodels, smart home setups with Alexa, and anyone who wants the microwave out of sight without losing functionality. The everyday experience is smooth and satisfying when everything works, and the convenience of a drawer never gets old. Just go in with eyes open about the long-term reliability reports and plan accordingly. I will share detailed information about the Sharp SMD2489ES Smart Microwave Drawer Oven in the comments section. Everyone, thank you for watching.